What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to A Star Brighter Than the Sun, this time with episode 3. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember too much from the last episode, but I think I did prefer it to the first one. Oh yeah, we had this pretty cool moment at the end, actually, didn't we? Where they kind of confronted each other a little bit here, which was cool. But yeah, been a decent show so far. Very average in my opinion. Enjoyable. There's nothing that stands out that's like terrible or anything, but is there's no kind of interesting spin, I don't think, on this show that a lot of my favourite kind of romances and such have. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Also, some of my favourite romances are also kind of run of the mill, but they are just a bit better. The basics. It's the thing I always say. Rumors come from somewhere, whether that be some kind of slight truth to the rumor or that truth be someone's opinion. If like, oh, so and so is a disgusting person, probably not true, but that person thinks they are. So there's a hint of truth in it, in that regard. That person thinks that they're a disgusting person. So yeah, I always say that these rumors and things like this come from somewhere. I mean, in this case, I think he probably has got a crush. But I really like the girl with the glasses, to be honest. I think she's probably my favourite character so far. Oh, she got a big old fucking heel, hasn't she? What size is that thing? Look like a potato. A potato. Cool trip. You're gonna run up your phone bill. Fuck's that guy? Oh, is that the guy that looks like an old man? And he's got a uniform on. You do that. You do that. But yeah, I do remember last episode feeling a lot better pace than that first one. That first one was just like boom, backstory, boom. This is who they are. This is their whole life till now. In 20 minutes. Whereas last episode felt a bit more like a normal kind of romance episode. Never gonna get over that, by the way. Like, as a defender, that is so shit. You can't just let him do that to you. Literally just let him turn. When you get someone to turn their back like that, that's usually an advantageous position for you. But they're not facing the goal. And then that guy just lets him just fucking, yeah, sorry. It just like, someone that plays in a position that has to do that a lot. It's just annoying how easy that was. I don't know, every time I see it, kills me a bit inside. It's like, oh, how'd you let him get by you so quick, like so easily from such a bad position? He literally ruined the position himself, and you let him get away with it. Not anything that anyone actually cares about here, so don't bother listening to me. But yeah. I love shirts like that. They do that a lot in anime, where it's just like, they've done it quite funnily in Sakamoto Days recently, which I really liked. one dance done it as well this week, where it's just like, you are thing on your t-shirt. In this case, literally got mother on her t-shirt. It's like, okay, well, who's the mum here? Guess the person with the t-shirt that says mum on it. So why is that necessary? It's fun though. I like it. Like cheesy fun. Oh, of course he's sitting there. Remember when I was young, it was all about like the back seats, getting as far back on the bus as possible. Bloody hell. Get paid for this. Looking after all these people. Somebody kill this man. Somebody cut that guy's tongue out. What the hell was that? Ain't nobody want to hear that on a bus journey. Honestly, kind of sad. She's the only person sitting by herself. And so many people that can't handle driving. What the hell? You ever seen anything like this? These kids need to fucking strengthen themselves up. Like, what the hell? What's going on here? Oh dear. Fusion knee. Oh, it's sideways open like that? What kind of door is that? Oh. Tell you what that reminds me of 13 Ghosts movie, where someone gets split in half by glass. It's a pretty cool kill. It's what's his name? I won't spoil it actually. But yeah, pretty fun actor that happens to. Daisies. Couldn't carry a bloody 2 kilogram purse. Is that necessary? That girl that put her fucking little purse on top there. History. I was gonna say, what the hell was that reaction? Never seen that reaction. Like she ascended to heaven. I don't know what anime it is, but it reminds me of that anime. Is it? It might have been Jujutsu Kaisen. I can't remember. But the one where that person like orders a burger, takes out the lettuce, takes out the tomato, takes out like the sauce, and literally just has that burger. It's like, what the hell? What are you doing? Oh, why is she looking sneaky? Good try. Ah, man, you know you're weak when that happens. I appreciate the idea she had there, though. No, it's good harassment. Sneaky, handy harassment. Oh, come on. That's it. I was gonna say, like, why you? It's horrible when you start a word like that and you struggle to find something to say. Have something in your head already before you say anything like that. Otherwise, yeah, you make someone feel like, damn, they've got nothing nice to say about me. Be a good mum. You know what? She would be a very good mum. But that's the nicest thing you can say about her. Which is a very nice thing to say about someone, to be fair, but not the thing you expect a teenager to compliment someone with. Again, I appreciate like she's actually like she didn't take it badly. At the end of the last episode, she's doing her best to help Wing Girl, her friend here, which is nice. I think a lot of people would do the opposite. I can't help. This guy really is simple Jack, isn't he? I just got to get out. You guys haven't seen. I imagine you guys have seen Tropic Thunder, but he just it's uncanny. It really is. I got to get up for you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. He looks like this guy. Maybe not as bad, but it's like the hair. Yeah, that simple Jack. Every time I see him, he acts like him as well. I think everybody knows a guy like this, though, don't they? Do you know what? I probably used to be this guy to a certain extent. Hopefully not as annoying. Probably was though. 11, 17. I can't get away from just how much he resembles him. So I think that goes without saying. I think if you make a good mum, you probably make a good wife slash girlfriend as well. Ugh. Ooh, got something in the back of my neck. So I'm gonna go out there and say this, Kagawa. I usually hear that in relation to like beetles, I think. Does that like she's got like a hard exterior? It does kind of she does feel like a bit like a beetle, as weird as that sounds. Quite strong, she's quite I like her. She says how it is. She says some pretty interesting tidbits, doesn't she, as well? Girl with the glasses. We should have killed this guy on the bus, man. $50. I'm on to you. I know what you are. I know what you are. Ow. Yeah. I was so faint with him. And that's us done here. Waiting. Is she gonna? If she keeps doing things her way, is she ever gonna make any progress though? Man, I can't like this girl's got the personality of a 5-year-old, hasn't she? But it's quite in. Not sure what the word is again. It's admirable. It's not like an annoying 5-year-old. It's like that's a lovely 5-year-old trying to do a nice thing for their friends in that kind of way. She's lovely. I will say, if his crush is her, he's also not going about this in a great way, is he? He's not awfully kind of doesn't really usually start the conversations or any kind of interactions or anything. He just is how he is, so I can't blame her too much if it takes a while for them to kind of get going. Oh shit. Expensive wine. Ow. Oh, it looks like water. Oh, it's probably sake. Oh, he made her bleed? Is she? Is she bleeding? Can't see any blood. But yeah, that's a painful one. That is getting poked in the eye like that. Nasty business. Yeah, he seems to care an awful lot about this, doesn't he? Considering he's not even bleeding. Oh, so she was bleeding. It was just on her head. I thought he poked her in the eye. Your face is of massive importance. What the fuck? Strange couple of teachers. Would he have reacted that way to just any girl? Probably something similar, but I was quite desperate, wasn't it? I was quite. He was in dire need of medical attention. It was like she was dying, and he just grazed her. Get some medical attention as quick as possible, on the double, for this slight scratch. He is, isn't he? Why is he undercover at this school? I've got to question that. There's some naughty ongoings here that he's investigating. Don't know about you guys, but I always get really anxious when I walk past like a drain and I've got my phone in my hand. It's like, damn, one slip and it falls down that drain and I'm done. I always like grip it really tightly. I'd probably do the same if I was near a river like this. It's weird because I don't think I've ever just randomly dropped my phone while just walking with it, but something just always makes me really anxious about doing it at that perfect moment of when you'd lose it forever. And even if you could get it back, it's all fucking, yeah, nastied up. I mean, I'm not sure how to feel in this regard of like, as a guy, would I say this to if she was my crush, would I say this to her? Probably not. But would he say this to her? Maybe. I don't know if I would. I don't know if many guys would. I think a lot of guys would just play it off or try to be like, nah. But yeah, I'm not sure how to think about this. Like, I don't want to manifest this, but I feel like you would say yes and say all this if you were interested in somebody else. If you're interested in the person asking, I feel like you're probably more likely not to answer like this. But I feel like that's probably not the case. An unrequited love. He said it. He said the title. I wonder he done well. Those fucking defenders. Don't get me started again. Don't get me started on that. That's admirable of you to say. Even though, yeah, we're actually hearing what you're internally saying. And this is quite funny, this, isn't it? Because like you'd expect something like this at like the end of a season, but because they jam packed so fucking much into that first episode, they can actually get away with doing this here in the third episode. Usually, there'd have to be like a lot of developments and a lot of experience between the two that would have to see to that point. But they just jam so much in episode one. They're just like, yeah, you know what, we'll do that now, and it's all right. I mean, it doesn't feel nearly as much as it would over a longer period of time. Would have fooled me. I said this about the pink hair girl, but all of these characters are a little bit kind of very naive and young. Like they don't strike me as teenagers. They strike me as people that maybe would be 10, 11, 12 years old. Which isn't a bad thing. I think, again, it's pretty admirable in some regards, but it is a little bit unrealistic. Like, the girl with the glasses is probably the only character that is actually acts her age. But again, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not like it's all trying to be awfully like realistic or anything. But yeah, pretty decent episode. Probably say my favorite episode yet. Thought this one was pretty good. Had some nice moments in here. Simple Jack was a little bit annoying. Had a bit too much of him, but other than that, it was a pretty solid episode. All things considered, wasn't it? And noticeably, I didn't complain about the fairy light kind of moments where it all gets all sparkly, because they used them in pretty good areas again today. They kind of caught on last episode with that, of showing them some pretty decent times, and today they done a really good job of that. I'd say nothing stood out of like, why are they doing this at this moment. They're all used during moments where I'd be like, yeah, you know what, yeah, this moment is probably quite sparkly. And there was one reaction earlier, which was the one with her like having like an angelic kind of moment that was a bit like, damn, really? That's the reaction to that. But other than that, it was did a pretty good job. He's still there even when I close my eye, like a nightmare. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, pretty decent episode today. As I keep saying, nothing spectacular with the show. I don't think this show's ever going to be something I absolutely love or enjoy a lot, but it was a pretty enjoyable episode today. Pretty smooth one. Little trip. I'm not really sure what we've done in this trip. We just went on a trip. We're going on a trip. Yeah, not 100% sure what that was about, but led to some pretty decent moments here. A little confession at the end, or it felt like a confession because we heard it, but it was like a confession in our own head. In reality, it was her just like denying that again, which we would have loved to hear out loud, but definitely won't get that point just yet, will we? Will be pretty funny if they are talking about each other. But I did say this: if I was in his position, I'm not sure I'd be speaking like this. Like, I'm not sure I'd be speaking like this to the person, because it does sound like he's talking about someone else. So I'm not sure I'd say all this, because I wouldn't want to let her think that it's about somebody else. And if I was to, it would probably be quite obvious that it would be about her, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Again, probably the best episode so far, in my opinion. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you next week with episode 4.